In this video, I would try to hold as Communist China and make China great once more under our banners. Watch the video to see. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today, I've got a fun one. At least I hope so. We're going to be playing as Communist China, or the Chinese Soviet Republic. We actually don't start out with Mao, but let's just hop right on into it. You cannot make this up. Why am I in Tibet? You cannot make this up. Look at this. Where do I see what game I'm in? This is Iron Man. I swear to God, I clicked the Chinese Soviet Republic and now I'm in Tibet. I'll show you. Look at this. Saved game file name, Iron Man Chinese Soviet Republic, and I was playing as Tibet. That is insane. This video is not going to be allowed in China, that's for sure. Let's try that again. Okay, that's better. Here we are in the Chinese Soviet Republic. I'm excited to see what we'll be able to do today. We actually start out with 6 divisions, so our divisions suck. We also start out with 2 factories, 1 mill, 1 civ, 150,000 manpower, and then, okay stability and war support. And here is our big focus tree today. We start off with this one focus, put an end to the Sufan, so let's do that right now. And it is going to suck to research things in this game. We have that minus 15% from agrarian society, and we only have 2 research slots. Now, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of going into this game a little blind. I don't know really what the best paths are for Communist China. Now, I think I'm going to do some industrializing a little bit to start with, because know the enemy and all of these things here give us border wars and all this stuff, and our army is in no condition, although really none of these troops around here are in any condition to fight, but I'd like to build up my army. I feel like I can build up mine quicker than they can build up theirs. Now for our little balance of power here, we can have Mao or the 28.5 Bolsheviks. We're going to stay a little bit historical. We're going to align with Mao, and Mao is a fan of the land revolution, so let's expedite that right now. We can also hire him here, so let's do that. Oh, thank you, Zhang, for your 1,000 infantry equipment. That actually did a great deal to our deficit. Look at that. Maybe we're ready for a little bit of a border war, and we'll head to know the enemy next. Now, I was thinking I would head down this unwilling diarchy path. We'll welcome Mr. Guo Tao here, but we'll keep a close eye on him, of course. 2 communist leaders are better than 1, so I don't know. I don't know if this is a good path. I'm not sure. Now, for whatever reason, I was excited to play Communist China today. Like, the whole week, I was, looking forward to this playthrough. I'm sure the game will bring me right back to reality, and something bad will happen, I'm sure, but oh, there we go. We just got all that land for free. Never mind. This is awesome. Hey, let's try a bit of a westward expansion. We get a border war, it looks like, with the Ningxia Ma clique. Oh, and here we go. Chiang Kai-shek has been arrested in the Northeast and Shaanxi army. We can still get the United Front to form, but I'm just going to reject these notions of a second United Front for now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That might have been a bad decision. Well, this is certainly not going great, but now we can do the unwilling diarchy, so let's do this now. Oh, and now we're ruled by the unwilling diarchy. Okay, well, we lost. Alright, let's try our luck against Shaanxi here. I don't know how this is going to go. They have really low strength, but we're attacking across a river into mountains, and our divisions also suck. But they're training. Come on, please. We gotta win this one, right? We actually did. Wow, okay. And that is a lot of manpower we just got, and 3 mills and 3 civs? Okay, now since we got a little bit of land and we have a new neighbor of Hebei Chahar, let's bring war to the neighboring warlords. We get war goals on, yes, our neighboring warlords. Maybe we're going to start training up some new divisions. Okay, there we go. That focus is done. Ningxia Ma is probably the easiest to take out, so let's line up our troops on their border. Oh, okay. They're all on the Chinese United Front. These guys aren't. Okay, now these guys have anywhere from 9 to 19 divisions, which is already more than us, but on our border with them, they only have 2. So let's just force deploy these 6 more divisions out, and now we have 14 divisions. That's not too bad. But let's head back over here, and we're going to declare war on Hebei Chahar. If they join the United Front, you will not see this footage. Here on the Georgeman channel, we learn from our mistakes, so Border War Part 2, let's see if we win this one. There we go. We now have Guyan and we have an extra mill. Very nice. Let's get these guys right back on over to border with Shaanxi, and hopefully we'll take that one again. It looks like we will. Yes, there we go. This time around, I knew we'd do better. Nice. We're already up to 9 military factories and 16 factories total. Once again, the United Front has formed and Hebei Chahar has not joined it. I might be insane here, but I want to try to take these guys out again. Okay, that is going to delay our plans indefinitely. Yeah, let's gain the people's trust and infiltrate Chinese states. And Mao has full support here, giving us some nice buffs. Let's take an absolute Hail Mary long shot and try to restore territorial integrity, and we actually ask the Japanese for territory back. Maybe that'll put us at war with them eventually. If not, we can of course expel the occupiers and we get war goals on them through here. So either way, we'll end up at war with Japan shortly, and our growing doubt will be replaced with full trust of the Chinese people in our government. Speaking of, we're going to do some sneaky infiltrations as well. Alright, yeah, I figured as much. Let's grab our war goal, and we'll declare it just straight away on the Japanese here. They don't have any troops on our border, but I'm sure they'll show up, so I'm not going to do any pushing. I'm just going to hold, hopefully, my tiles here, although that supply hub would be nice for us. And, I mean, these are mountains, so maybe I'll just do a little bit of expansion. Why did we actually manage to cut this off? But okay, that's probably not a good thing, because now they're going to push here into the north, so I'm probably going to have to retreat just a bit. But it was fun while it lasted. I thought this line would do better, but they are pushing right on through. Oh my gosh. You're telling me the Great Wall can't hold them? And what's it there for? We need to fix our army, so let's head on over here and we'll do a few of these ones as well. It looks like they capitulated Shaanxi, so we could be in trouble. There we go. And now that we've promoted guerrilla warfare, we can hire our boy Mao as a theorist and pretty nice buffs, and he gives us People's Militia and Guerrilla War Sub-Doctrine Mastery. We're going to use our Army XP to actually get these doctrines unlocked here and here. Alright, let's see if our boy Stalin will help us out. Please, Stalin, I need this. My army is kind of terrible. Thank you, Stalin. That is much appreciated. Let's train up some new divisions with all its equipment. We can get around 12 more out. I like what we're going for. A little guerrilla warfare today. Some sneaky activities behind enemy lines. Let's do the battle behind enemy lines. We're now up to a whopping 36 divisions, and I think instead of trading out any new ones, I'm going to focus on upgrading the ones we have. We're going to establish all these guerrilla cells and everything here. It takes 30 days, and we can't do one while we're doing another one, so I'll start to do these because we can do raiding parties, and we can steal infantry equipment and support artillery from these weapon depots in our guerrilla cell areas. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, let's try out one of these raids, and we'll create the order. It takes 15 days to prepare, and we'll see how much equipment we actually collect from these things and if they're worth it at all. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's launch our raid, and okay, it looks like we have a little truck heading through. How long does this take? 4 months. Okay, so it does take a while to raid these things. Let's go for our first encirclement of the Japanese here. We've walked around these tiles. We've even made it into Jiangsu here. Lessons have been learned, as you see from that focus being complete. Special goods, you say? What could those special goods be, I wonder? As much as I want to allow the trade of these special goods, I think the ban of them is better in the long run, so we're going to ban it. Well, that's not very good. What turned into a monumental victory has turned into a disaster. We've lost 150,000 men to the Japanese. How much have we inflicted? Only 116,000. It's been those 4 months. Let's see. It's a success. There we go. What did we get for it? 250 guns. That's it. 75 support equipment and 25 artillery. At least we know now what they give us. I'm probably not going to do any more of those. I'm just going to instead infiltrate all of China. It is October 39, and I just realized we don't have support equipment research. Oh well, better late than never. I think I gotta get off this militia doctrine. I mean, I don't think this really helps us in the long run. So I've converted all my guys to this infantry unit. Okay, well, the Japanese have now broken through in the south. Okay, that stretches our line a bit more. That is worrisome. Alright, Mao, it's time for your full ascension into power. You need to save us. There we go. Mao has ascended, and he is the de facto leader of the Chinese Soviet Republic now. Mao, he loves women. Let's give them the right to vote. We can demand the loyalty of the warlords. However, I think since they're a part of the United Front already, and Xinjiang's actually part of the Comintern, I don't think they get this event, or we have a chance to really influence them, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, we could use a faction right now, so let's see what happens with this. Alright, my game just lagged, and I wondered why, but then I noticed all of this yellow now over here, the reorganized national government of the Republic of China is here. They are now a pretty big enemy for us as I continue to infiltrate all of the other China. This is getting very tedious. They took Yan'an at one point and we were at 94% towards capitulation. Hey, let's go. We now have a positive KD ratio, and actually we've almost taken out as many Japanese as the nationalists have. Come on, guys, you can't be folding this hard, right? Oh, finally, the long march towards progress, a research slot. We are just getting trains research now. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I deserve an encirclement right now. I'm doing self-affirmations to get this encirclement. Oh my gosh, we reinforced them. We have an encirclement, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we'll be able to hold this one. Our units can actually do something now. I'm so happy. There we go. The march to victory is done. Now we have some interesting focuses here. In order to unite China, we can just declare on them all. We can allow autonomous regions, however, we don't have any Chinese allies, or we can seek a peaceful reunification, which I hope we could go for, but again, we don't have any Chinese allies, and the nationalists, we're not in a faction with them, and they're not too keen in being in a faction with us, so we might have to do some conquest to get to that point. But we'll see. For now, we're not ready in the slightest for that. Now it's 1941 July, so the Japanese should be setting their sights on the rest of the Pacific now very soon, so a lot of their units should hopefully leave this front and go focus on down here. Okay, we've attacked from these two tiles and pushed through into the supply hub, and we're looking for an encirclement here, please. Slowly but surely, we're making our pushback. There's some good news. The Empire of Japan has declared war on British Malaya, and we finally have some allies, the Allies. And there we go. They just declared on the United States as well, and the US has joined the Allies. Just got a nice encirclement here as well, and I'm finally researching mountain infantry. Mountaineers are going to be very helpful for us, especially in our starting position. Another breakthrough for us. We've got an encirclement here, and looks like we're about to get one here, and we've retaken the state of Shaanxi. Oh gosh, there is not much left in the state of Shaanxi. Alright, gentlemen, a great offensive is upon us. We have now sliced the Japanese in half here. This is going terrifically. Our offensive actually is working very well. Might be able to capitulate Manchukuo actually here. Go. There's our Mountaineers research as well. Let's get our Mountaineer division up and going. This is what they're going to be, the FRAD 08 Mountaineer divisions, and we'll start training up free. It looks like we can get, we'll cut off hopefully Shandong here, and then keep on moving. I'd like to get as much of this bit of China as I can before the nationalists push them back. Then I'll push probably up here in the north. Our offensive down here going really well. We've encircled Nanjing. We've taken Shanghai. There we go. Our first Mountaineers are out. Got, well, now 9 more in training, but we're going to need just a bit more equipment before we get those guys out. And let's watch our FRAD Mountaineers absolutely cut through this Japanese division here. And we have capitulated the reorganized national government of the Republic of China. Look at how much land we just got from that. Let's go. And there we go. The Japanese are all pushed out of the mainland down here. Now we'll just focus our attention up here on the north. Let's get all, of course, this many divisions up here and push them out of Manchuria. And let's just watch these guys go. And look at this large portion of the Manchurian army, as well as a few Japanese divisions here in this pocket. I think we can now safely hit the magic button. The Japanese army is in absolute disarray. And the last remaining Japanese resistance here in Korea is being wiped out as we speak. There we go. We have defeated the evil Japanese menace, but we still have other people claiming to be the rightful government of China. I mean, look at it. We control more of China than you guys do. I think we're the rightful owner of China. Let's start spamming out some divisions. Look at how many factories are up to. Look at our manpower. I'm actually demobilizing because we don't need all this manpower right now. And then I'm going to start to work to infiltrate as many Chinese states as I can. I'm going to save up a ton of political power. Finally, in 1943 here, almost 1944, let's design some fighters. And we will call these the Wojtek Nowacek, after a channel member. I just have that one Chinese song stuck in my head. You know, the one that has all the horns? Truly just a glimpse into how Chinese my mind is. I mean, how normal my mind is. It's finally time that we move towards one China. That's right, one China, no more, no less. Let's get our war goals on all of these guys. Got one state fully infiltrated, 3 more to come, so we should get 4 states in the back of China here, wreak a little havoc on them, because they actually do have a decent amount of troops on our front right now. Just before the war starts, let's get some CAS in development finally. And we'll call our cast the Daniel Merceau after another glorious channel member. Thank you for your support as well. There we go. Focus done, and we can do the People's Republic and become the People's Republic of China, of course. We get a research slot, stability, war support, political power, all that good stuff. And let's declare war on Chiang Kai-shek. Oh my god. Well, it looks like we had quite a bit of Chiang Kai-shek's land infiltrated, more than I actually thought. I didn't know that all stuck around, and we got 22 free divisions from that. That's insane. Alright, well, let's also declare on the rest of the Chinese United Front as well. So China's now 100% towards capitulation. What is going to happen? Peace deal. Okay, so China capped, we got the capitulation, but we only have 5 war score. That's actually not very good, because the Japanese have all this war score. Let's see what's gonna happen through this. Okay, well, yeah, like I thought, the Japanese got the lion's share of this war score, and what happened? Why is the Chinese United Front still patched around like this? What is going on? I might have just given myself a bigger headache. I do still have war goals on all these guys, thankfully, but we do have a truce for right now. Well, I don't know. Did the Allies land at Japan? What just happened? Japan has just capitulated. Well, anyways, I'm just gonna take all of my land. Well, there we go. The Treaty of Tokyo is here. But there we go. We have united China. We're about to proclaim the People's Republic. We're not done, though. Good. We have glorious Kim Il-sung as the leader of Korea now. We also have the bald man in charge of Japan. Reclaim Tibet, you say? Alright, we'll do that. We can request our territory from the UK and Portugal. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe it'll give us Macau and Hong Kong back. It would be much appreciated, guys.
No.
Portugal has refused and the UK has refused. Well, that stinks. Our truce is up with the Chinese. They're still in the United Front with everyone. I'm just going to declare on the Chinese and push in. They should be the only major. Oh, there we go. They have all capitulated. Let's take back our rightful land. And there we are. Well, there goes the Axis. That is one of the peace deals of all time. Now, there is one more part of China that is not part of us. The Xinjiang clique, which is a part of the Comintern. So I think you guys know what's coming next. Now what's this? We're now at the bottom of our focus tree here. We can avenge the Century of Humiliation. We can have a Chinese Century or an Asian Democratic Union. You know what? Let's adopt Sun Yat-sen's principles. And we might as well move the capital to Beijing. Alright, I'm pretty much ready to go in now. These are all Mountaineer divisions. We have 3.5 armies of Mountaineer divisions. I've even built up supply everywhere. Alright, let's declare war on the Xinjiang clique. There we go. And I'm guessing Stalin will call himself right on in. Alright, and now what we can do is reform the Republic. And yes, after all of this People's Republic of China and being under Mao, we can just become a democracy. Let's try it out, because why not? And we have returned to the Republic. We are now the Chinese Republic. And yes, we are democratic now. And here's Mr. Zhang Lan in charge of our country. And now what we can do is the Asian Democratic Union. There we go, we've cut the Soviets off from Vladivostok, and there's the first Soviet encirclement of the war, and probably far from the last. It looks like the UK has agreed. British Burma has joined the Asian Democratic Union. They become independent from them. They leave the Allies, of course, and they join our faction, the Asian Democratic Union. The Netherlands agrees, but British Malaya has refused to join, and the British Raj. Come on, boys, make it on in. There we go. We're one tile away from Vladivostok. Our air is finally doing work here. Millions must die. Please get into this tile. Finally, I've made it into Vladivostok. If you're wondering how, let's just say a lot of brave Chinese men sacrificed themselves for the greater good of the Asian Democratic Union. Did that just say the Soviet Union declared on France? Yes, it did. Why did they do that? I don't know, but that does now mean the Cold War has turned quite hot, and the Comintern is now at war with the Allies. And there we go. A lot of Soviet resistance now in the east is gone. And I'm assuming they're going to be moving a lot of troops over here. Yeah, they've definitely moved a lot off the border. There is nothing here anymore. I'm just going to hit the magic button. They're out of supply in these areas. I took the supply hub. We'll see how it goes. Okay, well, it looks like someone beat us to the atomic bomb, and they've dropped it on Kiev. Okay. The Republic of Ukraine is in the Allies. I don't think they would appreciate that. Xinjiang has capitulated now for us, and we pretty much control all of China, finally. And there goes Mongolia. Progress is slow over here in the east, but the Allies are making good work in the west. Soviets are 70% towards capitulation. They still have Moscow, Stalingrad, and Leningrad. That's how low their war support is. It's literally 0 right now. I left the game running, and the Soviet Union has capitulated. And there we go. Peace deal done, and we got an achievement here as well. We've taken 111 states, and yes, this is all rightful Chinese land, of course. There we go. That's gonna do it for this one. A big thank you to all of my channel members who are up on screen right now. Your support is tremendous and appreciated. This was a really fun path. I was excited to play Communist China, and it lived up to my expectations. I'm definitely gonna be doing some more playing around in this region. Let me know what other paths you'd like to see me try. If you've watched this far, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.